Bienvenidos una vez más a The Council, ya tercera season, tercera.
Is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated.
¡Está viva!
Don't forget where you are, please.
Estaba mi madre ahí, entre todos. ¿Qué locura es esa, loco? A ver, uno en distracción. ¿Tenemos distracción? Sí. Dos puntos en persuasión o lingüística. Solo tenemos uno. Solo tenemos uno. Esta no me gusta. Tenemos de política tenemos dos. Dos, pero tendría que darle 3 puntos. Me podría conseguir política, la verdad. Situar un poquito más para aquí. No veo. Entrada a la cripta. Ay. No sé por qué pone episodio 3 Ripples cuando antes estaba en castellano. Me imagino que todavía no habrán implementado todo. Pero bueno.
Louis, the conference is about to start any minute. This is not the time to be... Damn it. What's going on?
I don't know exactly, Mr. President. I was looking for my mother and I came upon this body.
My God. You don't think Sarah did it, do you?
Mr. President, you really shouldn't get involved. Please be on your way. I'll take care of this. You didn't come this way and you didn't see anything.
Es curioso, ¿no? Que el presidente baje aquí.
If Sarah did that, I don't know what kind of hornet's nest she's kicked open. But I do wish you luck, my friend. Ah, darling, the conference is starting. Time is of the essence. Sort this out and join us as quickly as you can in the conference room. Everyone will be expecting you.
Mr. President, this is not really the right time, and I didn't come for that.
Your mother's seat cannot remain vacant. You must replace her while she's still missing. Your mother and I were to support Mortimer on this project. I don't know what the subject is, but the future of our countries depends on it. Given the importance of all this to Mortimer, he won't let the conference begin without you. So if you don't want more servants coming looking for you, I'd advise you to join us quickly and to put a brave face on it. The best favor you can do for yourself, Louis, and for Sarah, is to come and support Mortimer's project at the conference.
Look, I don't mind following you, but I should warn you. I have no idea what this is all about. So I can't make any promises as to what I might do. I shall make my decision after the debate, when the time comes.
Ah, very well. As you wish. You will see once you hear everything. But given the situation, I think you will have everything to gain by joining Mortimer's side. I'm going.
Este sabe algo, el George
Tell them
Washington.
that I'm on my way.
¿Y por qué está aquí George Washington? Es que no lo entiendo. ¿Por qué está aquí George Washington?
An old blanket. From the looks of it, it couldn't have kept her very warm. Leftover food. Ugh, not exactly fresh. Must have been here for a while.
Órgano en espacio. A ver, órgano. Este. Lógica, Aristóteles.
Someone's made a fire here. And the ashes are still warm.
Hay
If you're the
papeles.
one who did it, Mother, it couldn't have been easy with only one hand. I must have just missed her. If only I hadn't wasted so much time getting out of Lord Mortimer's study.
Mm. Atravesando las
Oh,
ramitas.
he's dead. What the hell's been going on here?
Eso ha fastidiado. ¿Qué hemos encontrado? Llave con el símbolo del aire.
Somebody smashed in the back of his head with something. He slowly bled to death. But that isn't what killed him. They broke his neck.
Let's see what secret's hidden under these masks. His face doesn't ring a bell. I'm a bit disappointed. Might have expected more from Lord Mortimer.
Mother, if this is your doing, the situation is getting worse and worse. Well, the gate is locked. Leftover food. Ugh, not exactly fresh. Must have been here for a while.
Claro, pero si salió por algún sitio, ha tenido que salir por esta puerta de
The
aquí,
gate is locked.
¿no? Digo yo. Hay que volver a la sala de reuniones. Vamos a mirar a ver si podemos explorar alguna otra cosilla más. Que lo dudo. La verdad, lo dudo. Ah, vale. Cierto. Que había que hacer un quiebro raro para salir y luego volver. Asiste a la conferencia. Hemos gastado un puntito, no pensaba yo que fuese a gastar más nada. Vale. Volvemos por aquí, vamos a revisar que no nos dejemos nada.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear.
Y me parece,
His brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
me parece extraño, muy extraño el hecho de no haber... las estatuas no las podemos girar. Una pena. Arriba no hay nada, ¿no? No parece que haya nada.
Monsieur de Richet, you're the only one missing at the conference. Please join the guests.
Pues eso.
Monsieur de Richet, you're the only one missing at the conference. Please join the guests.
No es por aquí. Será por esa puerta, digo yo. Pues más no hay. Me parece extraño no haber encontrado ninguna moneda ahí abajo. No sé, es mi sensación. ¿Por qué se me ve tan oscuro? Vamos a ver. Vamos a calmarnos. Vamos a enchufar aquí. Ahí va. Bueno, ya se me ve algo más claro. Madre mía con esta silla, ¿no? Uy, aquí hay algo. Ah, abrojo. Nada, abrojo ya tengo. Vale. hay otro sirviente.
Monsieur de Richet, you are expected at the conference. Please take the door to your left to join the guests.
Ah, vale, vale. Bueno, este por lo menos me da una indicación, ¿sabes? El anterior... te están esperando. A ver, porque aquí no se puede hacer nada más. O sea, es justo ese momento y el inicio. ¡Hostia! Mortimer hablando con Washington. Washington tiene que saber algo. No me cuadra. Yo estoy seguro de que Holm es el más malo de todos aquí. Así como Jack Sparrow también es un chungo. Que parecía sentir amor, pero es un chungo. Ámbar. Joder, cómo se las gastan aquí. Dinero.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Esto va a tener ámbar. Tenemos las dos llaves del agua. Jaleo real. Espacio no guardado porque lo tenemos todo lleno. Agua del Carmen. ¿Otro fragmento de ámbar? Madre mía. No nos estamos chetando ni nada, ¿eh? Ah, vale. Esto es abrojo. Vale. En vez de hablar primero con Mortimer, vamos a hablar primero con los demás. A ver si es que se puede.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
Vale.
Indeed, I rather believe he did. I had some.
A ver.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him. I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
Muy interesante lo que dice, ¿eh? Muy, muy interesante.
Good evening, gentlemen. Are we ready? The much-awaited conference is about to
Y el
begin.
alemán, el de la derecha, también tiene mucho peligro.
I believe that Lord Mortimer wishes to speak to you before it begins. You should go and see him. Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Aquí hay algo. Vaya, elixir de oro.
Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly, but what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial
Falta Godoy, ¿no?
to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
Falta Godoy, falta Manuel
that
Godoy.
the French order gets their say. And should you need any advice, Don't worry, you are not alone, Louis.
Very well. Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are two masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject.
Godoy no está. No lo he visto. ¿Vale? Godoy. El este, ¿cómo se dice? El señor este. ¿Dónde estás? Tengo ya, sí, tengo a todos los personajes. Godoy no está. Por lo menos yo no lo he visto en esta reunión. Lo cual es extraño. Este quería el libro. Este tiene un peligro de, vamos, sobrado. Jacques Perú nos ha dado un consejo muy, muy interesante. Vamos. Este tiene un peligro. Este tiene un peligro sobradísimo. Bueno, sabemos la historia de Napoleón Bonaparte. Y George Washington no sabemos sus intenciones reales. Porque el presidente es John Adams ahora mismo. ¿Vale? Bueno, y Emma está muerta y...
Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the two masters of ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-between.
Ah, mira, Godoy está ahí. Entonces Napoleón, ¿con qué coño estaba hablando?
Each guest goes home and starts working.
Entonces es Napoleón el que no está.
It can take years.
¿Por qué no está Napoleón?
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
Generación en generación, sí. ¿Desde cuántas generaciones?
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact it tends to be events that dictate our gatherings.
O sea, acontecimientos que orquesta él. Ojo.
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Louis, let me keep you a moment.
Aquí viene. Se viene.
I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French. My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
Es que tiene tela, ¿eh? Persuasión y ciencias, no.
But why spread it over 2 phases? Why not announce the overall project immediately?
Unfortunately, if Spain were to hear that the intention of all this is to allow the United States to grow, they would never sign. Manuel Godoy is perfectly aware of President Washington's appetite. If the United States took Louisiana, Godoy would know full well that he will have lost the entire North American continent. Things must take place in several stages. Otherwise, the change will be too brutal, and he will have no choice but to reject the project. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your...
Menos mal que los maestros de ceremonias no votan. Menos mal, claro. Menos mal que no incurren ahí en medio. Sabemos que históricamente Luisiana acabó siendo norteamericana.
My friends, I propose we get started.
De hecho, en el Total War creo que es francesa, Luisiana del Sur. De Mortimer a la derecha.
I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur.
I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about a king of divine blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
Perhaps we may begin, Lord Mortimer.
Certainly.
No voy a jugármela en plan.
That our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer. But I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President.
Louisiana.
I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale. my good fellow.
What? I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not a question.
Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France, free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protégé. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
I must say, William, I find your project mostly...
No, no me beneficia en absoluto, que va.
I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and painkillers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
Francia no necesita opinión del Papa. Si me callo como... me puedo callar como una... vamos, como si estuviera en una tumbilla. Francia no va a proteger a los cristianos.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich versichere Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
¿Eh? ¿Por qué es tan alemán?
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
Madre mía. Oh, Dios mío.
Holm, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me. Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
Me pongo en situación. Está claro que Holm no es trigo limpio. El alemán tampoco es trigo limpio. En quien confía es en Godoy. Nuestra madre en quien confía es en Godoy. Pero ¿por qué aquí no sale el francés? Igual en quien confía es en Bonaparte, porque también tenía una espada. Buah, no sé qué elegir. Esto es una movida, tío. O tía. Quedarse para ayudar a Mortimer. Irse para ayudar a Holm.
As for me, I think I shall remain with Lord Mortimer, Sir Gregory.
You are committing a grave error, Louis.
Time will tell.
A ver, si me lo ha dicho el Perú, el Jax Perú, pero... Pero quiero saber lo que trama Mortimer. Entonces la mejor forma de quedarme...
My friends, I would like to thank you for staying.
Good God, William. What is this I hear about you reinforcing military power in Louisiana? I have no interest in having France for a neighbor, and you know that very well.
Calm down, George. Louis, explain our plan to Mr. Washington, please.
You see, Mr. President, Lord Mortimer anticipates that once France obtains Louisiana, they will cede it to you.
What do you mean? To us? The United States?
You heard right.
But
President Washington, the United States will double in size.
By what miracle have you...
You need to expand, George. You and France are the two major democracies in the modern world. It is necessary that you both become superpowers.
Are you really going to sponsor democracy throughout the world?
Of course, Monsieur Peru. That's why I don't want Spain to get too attached to those weapons. Please continue, Louis. Explain my vision to Mr. President.
Dificultad lógica. Por supuesto.
Mr. President, Lord Mortimer intends for you to conquer all the North American continent. He's relying on you to not stop at Louisiana, but to continue to push west.
Indeed, it would be dishonest to pretend that this is not my final objective.
But why didn't you tell me before?
So that Lord Mortimer would appear to be isolated without support.
Exactly. You got it, Louis.
Lord Mortimer retains the advantage by advancing undercover, and for it to work, he needed you to act surprised.
William, you haven't changed. Always one step ahead.
One step ahead? You're joking. More like 5.
On that note, my friends, it's getting late. Mr. President, continue to take offense over my project when we resume the conference in the morning. You do it to a T. And if Sir Gregory has the audacity to send you an emissary to convince you to go against me, do me a favor. String him along if you can. The more they believe we are divided, the more we'll have our hands free.
Only too happy to oblige.
Now, let us get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow. Good night.
Hola, esa textura ahí de la mano con el ribete de la muñeca.
Louis, if you have a minute, I would like to ask a favor of you. I'm going to require your services.
How can it be of help? Tell me all about it.
Our adversaries are many, and the closing vote of the conference will soon be upon us. Time is of an essence, so I'll need you to assist me this evening.
How can I help?
I need you to go this very evening to persuade Senor Godoy to join us. He is the backbone of Gregory's resistance. Turn him round, and all the others will follow in such a stampede that Gregory will be able to do nothing but admit defeat.
Lord Mortimer, with all due respect, don't you think I'm the last person Godoy wants to talk to?
I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
Lord Mortimer, you're not telling me everything.
Let's say I wouldn't disapprove if the Right Honorable, though nonetheless choleric, Duke Manuel put you in his bad books. If it could motivate him to declare war on France, it would greatly serve our interests.
War? What do you mean?
I told you before the conference. The more we distract Spain from the Americas, the less it will have an eye on Louisiana.
But all the same, we're talking about a war in Europe.
Don't worry. That's why Mr. Bonaparte is with us. I am convinced we'll be perfectly capable of managing the conflict. And Senor Godoy is not a great soldier. He will not commit Spain to a long war that he won't be capable of managing.
I'll go straight away.
Thank you, my boy. And get some rest afterwards. Big day tomorrow.
Vale, todavía nos quedan por hacer bastantes cositas. Tenemos que ir a hablar y registrar todo el cotarro. Así que lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Vamos a volver al menú. Por ahora estoy actuando más o menos como la propia historia. O sea, estoy haciendo más o menos los hechos que han sido en la historia, ¿no? Que Francia, pues, se hizo con Luisiana. Bueno, luego Francia invadiría España. Entonces vamos a ir tomando por ahí un poquito el camino y vamos viendo qué es lo que quiere Mortimer realmente. Que ya ha dicho que, bueno, que una guerra entre Francia y España estaría guay. O sea, súper guay. Así que a ver qué más nos depara. Sigo pensando todavía en el libro ese, en el maldito libro. Creo en parte que Mortimer está haciendo más tiempo para hacerse con el libro. Al mismo tiempo que consigue lo de que Estados Unidos pueda expandirse, ¿no? Pero bueno, ya veremos. Darle a like, compartirlo, suscribiros si no estáis suscritos si queréis. Ya sabéis que lo que digo no os obliga absolutamente a nada. Y nos vemos más próximamente.